Good Nathan, guys. One angry pagan, Shadow Eater. I just wanted to. I just had a debate with my mum, right? And she's of the opinion that if you don't want to be stigmatized for being different, you shouldn't go out and into society and be different without expecting some stigma. I'm really annoyed with this. My brain rebels against the idea. For me, the reason why I believe in the differences was I reject the statement of we're all the same, right? You can argue the shit with the tussles with me about this all you like, but we're not. We're not all the fucking same. I don't care how much you try to put across. Oh, we're all human. We're all fucking mammals, but we're not the same as fucking dog or cat, are we? It just drives me mad. Yeah, we are we are all different. Just because we're all human doesn't mean we're all different. And I'm kind of worried about people who want the homogenization of society. I'm I'm really against it. The homogenization of society and cultures. I'm not for it. And the reasoning behind this is because it's unnatural. It is very unnatural. Like homogenization does happen, can and does happen. This is true, but in the long term, everything changes and everything evolves. People evolve. Societies and cultures evolve. Religions fucking evolve. Even those who don't believe in evolution, they evolve. So, given that, and given that that's likely to continue moving forwards, why do people think it would be better for everyone to just be the same? Now, this doesn't mean that I think people should be like lesser or above one another. That's not what I mean. Like for me, there is no one above or beneath me apart from pedophiles and rapists, right? But just because I don't see someone as being above or beneath me because they're different from me doesn't mean that I think they're the same as me. This goes to my whole thing earlier about tribalism. Tribalism is natural for our species. It doesn't mean that I don't think we ought to try and find ways to moderate tribalism within our society, because of course I do. But I accept and realise that we are always going to be different. And if you look at evolutionary genealogies, even within the same, where different species are closely related, there's so many differences. Here's one for you: orca whales, dolphins, however you want to put it. Dolphins are whales, whatever. There are different populations of orcas around the planet, right? They look different. They feed on different things. They look similar, but they don't all look the same. That means they are different. Just because something's similar does not mean it's the same. I don't know if it's because it's a very uncomfortable fact of reality for people to accept. But I'm sorry, like it, I would, I would. It would take a lot of convincing for me to be for it to be proved to me that we are all the same. Do you know what gets chucked to me all the time? We all bleed red blood. So does a fucking dog. Like, I've spent my life studying evolution and life on Earth. Applying that thinking to humanity seems to be anathema to a lot of people. And I think actually comes down to a kind of species superiority complex. We think we're better than them. We think, like, because of our sentience, people seem to think that we aren't animals. We are animals. And so it naturally, it logically, therefore goes that we, as animals, when we move to different habitats and parts of the planet, we diverge from the original populaces. Like, originally, Homo sapiens sapiens came from Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, right? But that doesn't make me the same as the Hadza people, who are the last hunter, or some of the last hunter-gatherers on the planet. I'm not. I'm not the same as the Polynesians, who can expand their. They do weird shit with their eyes, so they can see underwater, and the webbing between their fingers has started to is a lot more pronounced than it is for the rest of us. Evolution creates change. It creates the differences, even within society. So, telling me that we're all the fucking same is redundant. Like, if someone can prove my logic wrong on this, like that, but great. But I don't, like, I haven't got to this position through belief. I might be a religious person, but I didn't get through to this position through belief. This is logic. This is from over 2 decades of me learning about evolution. We're not all the fucking same. And I don't think that I should expect stigmatism within society for being different. Just because you don't like my differences doesn't mean you have to come out and say and treat me like shit in the street. It doesn't mean that I don't want people to just like everyone accepts everyone's differences, like wholly, but you can at least keep your fucking shit to yourself within public society. That can be expected. That's what should be expected. Everything that is core to my beliefs is that everything is different, and those differences are can be both beautiful and horrifying. But I'd rather that than everything be boring and stagnant. Because that's what I see homogenation as. Like societal homogenization, I should say. It's stagnation. Eventually, to get progress, one needs like different things to happen. Like, this is seen in physics. I can't think of the correct terms right now, and it's going to do my head in because I did really well with this kind of thing in school. I cannot remember the right terminology right now. But to make a compound, like to make something new, quite often you need a catalyst. Not just the ingredients, but a catalyst to help make that new thing. I just I don't understand why homogenization, societal and cultural homogenization, is something that we should want. It just seems ridiculous to me. If anyone can explain this to me, I would really value this because my mum seems to think that, like, you know, that if I'm gonna go out in public, I should just expect to be insulted. Essentially, like, if you want to be, basically what she was saying is, if you want to be different, expect stigma. I'm not saying, again, I reiterate, I'm not saying that people should, just because I'm different, like, people should accept people's differences to a point of, oh, look at you, you're nice, even if they don't like it. No, that's not what I'm after. That's not what I'm after. In public, I shouldn't have milkshakes and insults chucked at me for being pagan or gothic. That's called abuse. What she seems to want is for everyone, like, for everyone to be the same, and it really is really getting to me. It just is. Like, this has properly wound me up. Again, if you guys can explain this to me, that would be a great thanks. But that would be a great help because I can't understand it. I cannot accept what she's saying to me because it's not how. That's not reality. And I'm not gonna have the bollocks of everyone has their own reality either. Fuck off. This is stuff that is backed by science. Proven facts. Not just my opinion. It's not just coming from feels, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let me know. I'm. It's gonna bug me. And as I said, understanding breeds empathy, and both breed wisdom. But for any of them, you need acceptance, and I cannot accept what she's saying to me. So if anyone can explain this to me in such a way that I can at least reconcile it and understand it, I could at least empathize with the position, even if I don't agree with it. But I can't even accept the position, so I can't. understand it or empathise with that position. And that makes me feel uncomfortable, especially towards my own family. Blessed Thursday, everyone, and God word to you. It's been one angry pagan, and again, sorry about this one. It's been a bit random, but I could not get. I tried to just sit down and watch something, and I couldn't. I couldn't get this out of my head. So, in a visual, guys.